Okay, Phoenix TV here. We're down in Coventry for the playoff finals weekend. We've just seen Guildford Flames beat the Milton Keynes 3-2 in a not so pulsating, more sort of chess game than hockey game, really. I'm here with Chris Beasley, our match night commentator normally for home games. Chris, it was a strange game.
Yeah, very much so. As you say, I think a game of chess was a really good way of summing it up, really tactical. After the second period, I thought Milton Keynes, they seemed to have solved Guildford. They were playing the game the way they wanted to play. Guildford didn't look comfortable at all. But then early in the third, a bit of a soft goal for Stephen Wall to let in. David Longstaff makes it 2-2. And then a lucky bounce with a couple of minutes to go.
I mean, I was watching that there when Lundin put Longstaff away down the right. I thought it just opened up like a can of worms, didn't it? And you just thought, Longstaff doesn't miss these. Yeah,
it was... On the one hand, there didn't seem to be a lot on because the defenceman was coming across to cover him. But, yeah, he let it go and Stephen Wall couldn't keep his pads together to keep it out.
Yeah, but as I say as well, good teams win games when they're not playing well. And I don't think Guildford really sussed Milton Keynes out tonight.
No, not at all. I think, to be perfectly honest, the better team over the 60 minutes is the one that's going home. I think Milton Keynes tactically were a lot better than Guildford, and I thought went forward with more purpose than Guildford did. But that last 10 minutes when it was 2-2 and all of a sudden Guildford got back to playing the way they wanted to play, you could feel the tide kind of turned, and we were saying to ourselves it might take a lucky bounce, but that's hockey. That happens sometimes.
Right, it's time to move on to tonight's game. Bison, they've got the edge over us. They've won 5 out of 6 games, but the last one they'll remember was the 6-2 hammering they had up at our place.
Absolutely, and 5 of the 5 that we've lost, 2 were at home, a 1-goal game, and a game in which, I mean, one of them in particular, Basingstoke just sat back and we gifted them a couple of chances. So I think if we can try and follow the game plan like we did the last time we played them, get a couple of early goals, try and unsettle Stevie Lyle and the Bison D, who knows?
I think what we've got to watch out for is when they'll sit back, they'll wait for us to make a mistake, and then they'll pounce on it, and that's the Basingstoke way. I mean, it's just, they play a road game every time, home and away, but it's been working for them. Injuries hurt them. Losing Kurt Reynolds was a big blow to them, but we've had our problems as well.
Yeah, just a few. I mean, there've been rumblings that Kurt Reynolds was trying to make it back for tonight. I don't know if there's any substance to that, but it's not just the Bison way; it's the Doug Shepherd way, and we saw it when he was at Slough as well. He knows how he likes his teams to play against Phoenix, and for the most part this season it worked. Apart from that last game, where personnel or otherwise they couldn't play the way they wanted to play. And it was, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. So it's going to be close. We'll see how it goes.
I think it's also important that the referee is a good game. I hear we've got Old Man Clouts refereeing it, but I don't think he'll have much to do tonight. I think the two teams will just play hockey, and you know what Clouts is like. He'll let them play if they want to play. If they don't want to play, he'll deal with it. It's the way he referees.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the Bison team, and it's not. Comparing it to Bracknell last week, a team with plenty of agitators in the lineup, aside from Nicky Watt and possibly Carl Graham, that's not really the way the Bison like to play. So, yeah, I think it should be a fairly clean, fairly end-to-end game, and it'll be close to see who comes out on top.
Right, let's look forward to it, and big crowd up here, so let's go watch some hockey. Right, just having a wee walk round before we have our game tonight against Bison. I've come across a couple of stalwarts, Mag and Dave. Dave, love that hat, buddy.
Oh, you man, thank you. I saw it last year, I wanted it, I couldn't afford it, and I've got it now.
You look like one of the flower pot men.
No, he actually looks like for those of you that can remember, George Melly.
Melly on the telly. Right. And we've got, how do you think tonight's going to go? Are you going to be as nervous as you normally are, Mags?
Oh boy, yeah. I can't. I mean, I've just eaten, 2 mouthfuls of a sausage roll, and that's been it. My nerves are shot, my stomach's going over, but that's me.
What about you, Dave?
I'm down to 9 pints, and I'm so nervous.
Oh, I kicked a bit out of it last night, so I'm having a wee bit of a quieter night tonight. Really am. You think we can win it?
Oh, I think we can, yeah. If we come here on our game tonight, we can certainly win it. Depends on how the lads have prepared for it.
Get under Lyle's skin,
Yeah.
we're in.
Yeah.
Well, there's 501 people going to give him a bit of a rough time. Guys, thanks for everything, and let's hope we can cheer them on to the game tomorrow.
Let's hope so. Thank you, Jim.
Right, still wandering around. The place is pretty empty at the moment in between the two games. I'm here with one of the stalwarts of the Slough team, supporters, etc. What's your name, mate?
John.
John.
John. Everyone knows me as Big John.
You're here, John, as a neutral tonight, obviously, because you nearly did it last week, but just not quite. What do you think of that first game?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I felt Milton Keynes just ran out of legs in the third period.
And that's Guildford, though. Guildford have got the strength and depth to hurt you.
Yeah, you've got to play 3 good periods to beat them.
Right, on to tonight's game, the big game. I mean, that was just a preamble.
From
That,
your
you know,
point
I
of
mean,
view,
we got Bison. What do you think?
That's going to be tight. I'm not going to call that one. That's going to be so tight. I think you'll do it, but it's not going to be easy.
Oh, it certainly isn't. I mean, you look at the 4 teams that are here for this weekend, and yeah, the right 4 teams are here, I think, over the season.
I'd have to agree with that, unfortunately. I'd like to be one of those 4, but we're not.
Well, you did us some damage last year, didn't you? So it's somebody else's turn.
Absolutely, yeah, thanks.
John, thanks very much, mate. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Let's hope the Slough fans cheering on Manchester then, are they?
I think so. And in the final, again.
Thanks very much, mate.
You're welcome.
Phoenix TV here after an emotional game and a win, and we're playing tomorrow. And I'm here with Coach Tony Hann. Tony, you didn't have to stop putting us through this.
To be honest with you, I thought it was a good game for the fans. I think for both coaches, myself and Doug, we were sort of on their nerves. But I thought 2 teams gave everything they had. There was no, as much as we went through, I'm pretty happy we went through. But I thought Basingstoke played well. I thought we came out the trap slow tonight. But I think as the game went on, we started taking the game to Basingstoke, and then we got a little bit of penalty trouble, and then we got a goal that sort of rimmed and it hit a barrier, and it came back into the. It happened a few times tonight, so hopefully they can fix that for tomorrow.
Yeah, these boards are they've always been strange here at Coventry, though.
I think it's just a one corner. I mean, the one ice is fine, but it's just that corner we need to sort of work on for tomorrow. But I just say I'm just happy to go through.
It's just brilliant. I mean, the penalty shots, it's always a tough time, and picking the guys. Quick question. I mean, you pick them, obviously, the coach, but do they say, yeah, I'm up for one, I'm okay for one? How does it work?
We don't really have much option. You just say you're up, and you just say. All I said to them, I says, make sure you hit the net, and obviously we've done that in 3 of them, and we scored 3 of them. But just say, I thought we battled hard. I didn't think we played as well as a team as what we could, and so tomorrow we've kind of told everybody he's got to bring their A game tomorrow.
Yes, Guildford are a good side. In the first semi-final, you know, it looked like Milton Keynes were going to make it, to be honest with you, and then Guildford just upped their game in the 3rd period.
Well, Guildford are a very good team. They don't win the league and for nothing. They got a lot of quality there, and they got a lot of depth, and we know we're going to have to play our best if we're going to win a final.
Well, it's going to be a good bus journey home tonight, I think.
But as you say, that game's over tonight. I don't worry about this game tonight. A few things we've got to change for tomorrow, but we'll get ready for Guildford.
Coach, safe journey back. See you tomorrow, and let's do it.
Okay, thank you.
Right, I don't think I've calmed down yet, Tom. That's 2 years in a row you've done this to us.
I know.
But hey, it was so good to see the absolute joy, especially Michael. Michael thought he was going to have a fit.
Doing Klinsmann. Oh, I can't swear. Doing Klinsmann's into the boards.
Yeah, but
nice.
Hey, you worked hard. So it seemed the coach said as well. So thought you were a bit slow to get going tonight.
Slow to start, and that won't happen tomorrow. You know, you can't do that at this stage, but we did so. But we brought it back and we played well. You know, I think we had the better of the chances. I thought Phoney played really well, made some big saves. But yeah, I think we deserve the win tonight.
Yeah, but not a lot between the teams, and there hasn't been also. You know, I know they beat us 5-1 on the series, but apart from one, there were close games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they had great goaltending all year, and we had fun. It was fun playing against them. The results didn't quite go in our way, but it was it was a good series against them and a good game tonight.
But looking at it there tonight, I mean, he stepped up to the plate, especially in that 2nd period.
Yeah. We really, you know, you have to bring it at this time of year, and it will be the same again tomorrow. Tweak a few things and get after it.
Quite simply, we're one game away.
Yeah, that's it.
That's just the way we look at it. I said to you
That's
a
it.
couple of weeks ago, 4 games and we win this title.
4 games, yeah.
Now
that's
it's
it.
1 game and we win the title.
1 game, and you know, Guildford. We've played good hockey against them this year as well, so we're excited for the final tomorrow.
It'll be a pretty good bus journey home, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. Not for me, I don't go on the bus.
Oh, of course, no. But yeah, all the guys, everybody fit, that's what we want.
Everyone's healthy, no injuries through the game, which is good, and yeah, tired, but this time of year you've got nothing to save it for. So.
Everybody wants to play
exactly,
tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know, you'll crawl onto the ice to play tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Tom, congratulations, a great team win. Fans just absolutely ecstatic.
Yeah, great support tonight from the fans, thanks again, and same again tomorrow, I know there will be.
We certainly are. Tom, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hopefully talk to you again tomorrow.
Hopefully, yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, I'm here with Chris. Chris, an emotional night. I don't know, we're absolutely drained after that, aren't we?
They can't keep doing this to me. Phoenix, please stop. Just win the game in regulation time or overtime. I don't get just no more penalty shootouts, please. Thank you.
It's 2 years in a row. But hey, I thought we were pretty slow to get going tonight, but when we did, you know, we matched them, and really nothing between the teams, was there?
Yeah, I think in some ways it kind of mirrored the first semi-final in that the first period we were under the cosh, big style. But then the second period, yeah, something, you couldn't put your finger on what it was, but all of a sudden we settled down and we started playing Phoenix hockey. And yeah, come the end, there was very little to choose between the teams. The odd bounce here and there very nearly cost us.
Well, that one off the boards that cost us that goal. But having said that, wasn't it nice to get a little bit of luck as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you know, absolutely. You know, on another night, the third goal that was 6 inches over the line ends up 6 inches short of the line. You know, on another night, the winning penalty from James Archer gets a piece of the goalie and flies up over the crossbar.
Absolutely. So, big up to Basingstoke as well. They made a game of it. It was a cracking semi-final. In fact, we've had a good day of hockey, really. Yeah,
absolutely. And as you say, all the credit in the world goes to the Bison because they, with a very short bench, you know, they had guys who I think were dressed just to make up the numbers rather than anything else. And you could see at the end their players were absolutely drained.
Well, we heard it there from Tom that you know, we're fit, healthy, and ready to go tomorrow. Fans are, well, I don't know if we'll all be healthy after tonight. I think there's going to be a wee bit of celebration going on in Coventry tonight.
I would think so, yes. I know the only thing I'll be downing is a packet of throat lozenges because I've got to stop shouting at penalty shootouts. Yeah, I think, you know, the boys will, even though it's Guildford, it's 60 minutes to win a trophy, and I think that's the mindset they will go into it with. They won't fear the opposition. Yeah,
let's just talk a little bit about tomorrow's game, Guildford. They're a good side. They're a good, well-balanced side. They're strong. They got toughness. Mark Lee on his game is as good as anybody in net. But, you know, we've had some good results against them this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you think back to just after Christmas where I think it's fair to say we played them off the ice. We beat them 6-1 and they just didn't turn up. You know, it's going to be a fast-paced game. It's going to be end-to-end. And it really is going to be too close to call to see who lifts the trophy.
Let's look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Let's go and have a few beers. I need to take my heart pills again because I'm just shocked I'm gone. So, and let's look forward to tomorrow, and let's hope we're talking on Cloud9 tomorrow at about 6:30.
Hopefully so.